Did you know that for the last 10 years, used soap bars at Walt Disney World hotels haven't been thrown in the trash? Instead, they're being recycled to make, well, more soap. In 2010, the Walt Disney Company partnered with Clean the World, an organization that collects and recycles used but unfinished soap from hotels before putting them into hygiene kits and sending them to impoverished people all around the globe. Clean the World was founded in 2009 by Sean Seipler. Seipler, at the time, was a VP of sales at an e-commerce company based in Florida. Being in sales, he spent around 150 nights out of the year on the road, and as a result, in hotel rooms. He wondered during one of those trips what happened to all of the soap that would get used for a couple of nights and then just left behind. As expected, he learned that it was all thrown in the garbage. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization had reported that of the estimated 3,600 children who die every day around the world, up to 65% of those deaths could have been prevented through regular hand washing and hygiene as a way to ward off diarrheal diseases and acute respiratory infections. From those two realizations, the idea for Clean the World was born. Recycling soap would be a way to cut down on waste caused by throwing those hotel amenities away every single day, and at the same time provide free soap for people around the world who could use it to help stay clean and healthy. So how does one recycle soap? Well, the collected soap bars are brought to a processing center, where they're first surface cleaned by hand before being sterilized in a bleach solution. The bars are then put into a steamer that permeates the soap in order to kill any E. coli, salmonella, or staph. That sterilized soap is then ground down and then repressed into entirely new bars, which are packaged and boxed up for distribution. Clean the World's Orlando Processing Center, which claims to be the first high-volume soap recycling plant in the world, can process between 8 and 10,000 bars of soap a day. From there, Clean the World packages the soap into different kits, including standard kits, kits for children, kits for women, and kits for veterans. The soap is joined with other amenities, depending on the kit type, such as bandages, shampoos, pads, shaving cream, and so on. How much soap does a decade's worth of donations from Disney amount to? In total, since joining the program, the Walt Disney Company has donated 557,000 pounds of soap from Disney World, Disneyland, a few of their other resorts, and Hong Kong Disneyland. From those donations, Clean the World has been able to produce 2.9 million bars of recycled soap. Let's take a look at how that breaks down. Disneyland donated enough for 457,000 of those bars of soap, with the Grand Californian taking the lead, followed by the Disneyland Hotel, and then finally the Paradise Pier Hotel. Disney's Vero Beach, Hilton Head Island, and Aulani resorts donated enough to create nearly 71,000 bars of soap. 137,000 bars of soap were created with the donations from Hong Kong's Hollywood Hotel and Disneyland Hotel. Then there's Walt Disney World. It is no surprise that with over 20 resorts, it resulted in the lion's share of recycled soap. All in all, the resort's donation allowed for the production of over 2.2 million bars of soap. The Port Orleans resorts are grouped together and account for 465,000 bars, followed by the 3 All-Star resorts, who are just shy of 277,000 bars. After that, the First Solo Resort goes to the Contemporary, which donated enough for 200,000 bars of soap. As for all of the other resorts, it's kind of all over the place, with Coronado following up at 198,000 and Fort Wilderness at the other end with just shy of 18,000. While Disney is no doubt one of the largest partners working with Clean the World, they're joined by plenty of other hotel chains, including Hilton, Marriott, Intercontinental, the Hard Rock, and Holiday Inn. In total, the organization collects used soap from up to 1.1 million hotel rooms a day. The hotels all pay a fee of 50 cents per room per month to cover the collection, transportation, and processing costs. For Walt Disney World's nearly 28,000 hotel rooms, that means a potential monthly bill of almost $14,000. As of this year, Clean the World has distributed over 53 million bars of soap to families in over 120 countries around the world, which includes many homeless shelters here in the United States. All of that donated soap amounts to over 20 million pounds of prevented waste. And that's just one of the multiple ways hotels across the country and around the world are starting to think about their impact. Some smaller hotels, for instance, offer little bags now so that guests can just bring the soap home with them. And when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, other resorts, including Disney themselves, are transitioning over to larger wall-mounted dispensers rather than small disposable bottles. It shows that in the continuing quest to improve the environmental footprint we leave behind, no detail is too small, even if it is just a tiny bar of soap.